Anyway, so I'm learning to sin. That's how I understand something. I'm saying when somebody says that somebody is, let's say, trudno maše, which that means in Serbian that they're very awkward about everything. And I understand that. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that if I really, really do something to help myself, I'm learning to just start with my word I every single time in my sentences with everybody at my seminar and everywhere. Start with the word I, finish with the word I. I never have a cold shower in my life, mate. I never had a cold shower because I had cold showers before and I went sick. I was totally sick from it. And then I say, when they tell you that the cold showers is the best showers. Is it really? Is it really? I ask Jesus Christ, I ask Jesus Christ what he's doing. Does he do cold showers or hot showers? Or does he do cold showers or warm showers? And Jesus Christ says, he does a warm shower. He just does a warm shower in life. Those people are idiots, man. I promise you. They're supposed to wake up and guess what? Have you Tony Robbins? Or is now Jesus Christ jumping in the water like Tony Robbins every day in that ice bath? But Jesus Christ says, he never does that. I never imagined Jesus Christ doing that. And guess what? Guess what? I never had an ice bath in my life. I never want to be in an ice bath. Actually, that is all suffering, man. That's suffering for me. When I have cold showers, I never have a cold shower in my life anymore. I was listening to those people, and guess what? I went sick, man. I was so sick. I caught the flu because I fucking was having cold showers, man. So never have yourself a cold shower. But if you want to experience one time, guess what? What does Jesus Christ say about cold shower? And one time to experience everything in terms of cold shower. Oh, Jesus Christ says just experience it for 1 second. 1 second. If 1 second just experience a cold shower for 1 second, it's more enough for you. Anyway, I promise you that what I need to do now is just focus on getting myself to the event. I'm just doing an event. I give these nice and beautiful recordings. I record myself the whole way. And I'm ready. I realize all that I can see myself holding the microphone. I can see my nice and beautiful YouTube link over here. And guess what? I'm going to show people a different way. And that's it. I see how to do a PowerPoint now, much greater. I see how to prepare for my speeches. I see the whiteboard and all that. I let it go. I see it laser. So I let it go. Whatever. I think we're supposed to laser everywhere. Oh, I want to put on lasers sometimes at night. I'm just going to make some fun of the lasers. Do some laser treatment as well. Very soon. And the thing is now, I have a chance to make $10,000 today and more. You want to make $10,000 in 8 hours? Well, Danny Milvojevic has a chance to make that. That's how it is. If 25 people show up, I'll make $5,000. Or that's more than enough as well. That's how it is, man. Or just a number. Or should I in my bank account, have never held $4,000 in my bank account. And guess what? I understand. Until now, I'm honest with you. I actually have, by actually getting a loan. I did get a loan from the bank, and I did have $5,000 in my bank account. But that's the max. That's the max income, man. $5,000 is the max I have in my bank account. I promise you. I promise you, is it though? I never had more than $10,000 in my bank account, ever. I promise you. On one occasion, I had around $5,000. That is less than $6,000. And is it really? Okay, yeah. I can see the numbers over here. Or that one, I would say it's around 5,000. So I'm saying, honestly, the money in terms of life is all words, man. If you can speak the words, understand yourself, man. Understand to give people ideas. And if you give people ideas, then you have more enough success all the time. You're going to study something, if you're going to do greater, and so understand straight away. I can see how 1 month promotion is now. I can see the promotion of 1 month on Instagram, and it's worth it. These 5,001 business cards, these 5,100 business cards is like giving out 1 like per Instagram photo. Oh yeah. Guess what? That's why I'm learning. I'm learning quicker. I'm eventually going to do greater and greater anyway. But those promotions, I understand those promotions. I can see straight away how it goes. I can see how people are recognizing me. But as soon as they recognize me, approach it's worth it. Approach it's worth it. But it's always worth it to give more of my business cards and to promote myself with buses regardless of their money or their money. But I'm going to start straight away. And that's it. I'm just learning to grow myself, guys. Learn to be the best man. And you guys have to learn how to improve yourself in ways that is helping you grow. And then focus on helping yourself to deliver content that you need to make sure that you're growing, is what we're all about. And that's the whole point. And the whole point is learn to grow. You learn to grow with yourself. And learn to be the best man. And learn to be with yourself and just enjoy. And just enjoy who you are. And once you enjoy who you are, you give people ideas quickly about yourself and what you're doing. Well, I've learned some talent. I've learned some talent in May. I promise you. I've learned something amazing before my birthday where I can do all these audio programs. I've been experiencing life in Sydney differently. I've been experiencing a different life this month. And there's a big difference. I'm always talking on the actual phone, man. I'm doing something different. I'm moving around the world quickly. And that's what I need to do always. I need to understand, I need to talk it up. Because I understand other people are now getting older while I'm getting younger. I'm getting younger. Time is passing by for them to become a star. Versus they are teacher only. If they're just a teacher, then they have no time for nothing else. When they have the time to be a family, in terms of to be a woman, to be a teacher at a school, to go see a few friends, and that's it, man. Of course, they may play some games. Of course, they may play some games in the house. But of course, there's nothing else, man. Of course, they may go to a festival, and they may go to a festival, and they may go to a holiday somewhere too. They may go to a holiday somewhere for 2 weeks of the year. You understand? Of course, it's the worst life I've ever seen. For sure, guess what? There's the worst life than that. There's worse life than that. Or for me, that's the worst, man. That's the worst life for me. Or anything below that is the worst life too. It's all equal to me. Understand? I never want to find myself in that position. That's a prison cell for me. Or that's a prison cell for me. And every single day now, I'm learning to understand. I can see. I thank you. I thank you all. I see how I feel. I understand that. How I feel is I'm always learning how to become more and more throughout time. So that's how I understand to grow. I grow myself differently. I make sure I'm growing my heart. I'm growing who I am. I have plenty of time. I get 2 hours before the event. I come 2 hours before the event. I come 1 week before the event to check the event out. I go see the venue. I go arrive at the venue. I want to see the venue before I get there. Making sure I understand something. I understand other people realise that today is my day. And today's my day. I made my day come through, mate. And I made my day come through. And that when they feel they have to go to work a 9 to 5 job today. They have to work a 9 to 5 job today. Well, Danny Milivojevic gets to be a public speaker in front of 100 people. I am asking for 100 people here. I deserve 100 people. I mean, Jesus Christ says, from the get-go. Jesus Christ says, but the thing is over here, Jesus Christ says that the more I market to people, the more I deserve. I understand how I ask and I shall receive. I ask for more than 100 people, so that means I have to do more marketing. I have to give 10,000 business cards per month. Or let's say 100 business cards per person at my seminar. So if I have 50,000 business cards, I then expect 500 people. But that's how it is. I expect 500 people and more. I'm always giving more seminars around town. That's what I'm doing, always, and I'm doing something different along the way. Making sure that my bordering event is an English event, mate. So that's an English event that I give out. And I'm making sure of it. But guess what? Because that's something where I can make money here. I Jesus Christ will do that. When Jesus Christ says, get the musicians, I get the musicians very quickly over here. I give a 1 hour speech. I give a 1 hour speech here, quickly. I mean, with this money today that I make, I go to bordering and I make more money like this. Ooh, I make a beautiful event over here. I make a 300 capacity to 500 capacity. And I climax it, man. Oh, I'm one event away, man. For sure. I make more money in this one. I make more money in this one. I put 5,000 bucks into it. I understand that. But guess what? It's more how I put $3,000 into it, and I make 28,000 and more from the event. For sure. Versus sellout arena. Versus Jesus Christ says it's a sellout. And I give a 1 hour speech, and in 1 hour I make $28,000. Like 1 hour, yeah, I say 1 hour I make 28,000 bucks. Oh, I cannot wait for this, man. I'm rich from that point. I'm rich from that point. First, that's the motto right here. Now I've made it. First, I'm bordering. First, I've made it already. I mean, it's coming up eventually. I promise you, somehow, somewhere, I fucking eventually do it. I can see that. I eventually do this event at bordering. And that's the day that's coming up. It's coming up in time and space. And for Bordering Festival, I hope it happens. I hope it happens. But every fucking car over there has my business card, mate. Parachute. Although every single day I'm focusing on saying now, there's one event away, man. One event away. Well, there we are. Parachute. Now this one. Parachute. Parachute. I can see exactly how I need to do that. And then guess what? I promise you, from that point, I understand exactly how I can count down the numbers. So let's say I have $100,000. So then I just calculate how much more people do I have to charge $200 per hour to get to $1 million from $900,000. I mean, guess what? I mean, if I have $100,000 in my pocket, then I need another $900,000, yeah? So how many people do I have to charge 200 bucks to make $900,000? So let's say I have $500,000. Then how many people do I have to charge 200 bucks to get $500,000 to make $1 million? I mean, then it's 2,500 people, yeah? I've worked out $250,000. Once then it's 400 people. I understand that. A little bit though. I can make $28,000 per month at bordering alone. Well, from that point, I just go make bordering events every month. I just make bordering events every month now. From that point. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. But then it goes from bordering to Adelaide. Or it goes bordering to Perth. I make fucking these music events around town, mate. And then I'm flying, mate. I'm flying this way. And then fucking DJ comes along. Of then DJ comes along. I remember Paul Macquarie. Of course, I have this knowledge from Paul Macquarie. Paul Macquarie showed me the way in terms of life over here. In terms of the beautiful speech. I can make $1 trillion over here. Of course, anything's possible. I mean, depending on today, Porsche, guess what? I have something to show you in this. Porsche, $3,000 today. Porsche, I actually discuss this. Porsche, $3,000 today makes me $28,000. Porsche, with $3,000 today, I'll make an event with Bonnering with all that money. I promise you, I'll throw everything into the Bonnering event. Porsche, Jesus Christ says, I made it. Porsche, I made it with $3,000 today. Porsche, $3,000, baby. You understand? Porsche, that's how you make money, man. Porsche, yeah. Porsche, guess what? I get a tax break like this. That's Jesus Christ this is. I make Bonnering events for next year. Porsche, Bonnering events, and also I make Bonnering events and Melbourne events and all these other events. I rack up that money for 1 year and fucking throw into real estate quickly to get a tax break within 1 year. That's even better. I have my real estate within 1 year, man. I have a real estate within 1 year, man. But guess what? I promise you. But guess what? I just need the 25% down payment to get real estate. You understand? But guess what? I throw all the fucking money into real estate. I mean, even without the fucking 25 down, Porsche, even without the 25% down payment. Porsche, guess what? Porsche, that's the best thing. Well, why is that? Well, why? Because I get a tax break. I still make money. I make $200 a week. I make $200 a week. In Cabramatta, it's $200 per week you can make on 1 unit. In Cabramatta. But everywhere in Australia, it's $200 per week. Porsche, the best you can get in Australia, I mean, as a private accommodation, is around $150 per week. I promise you. You're lucky to find anything else under that. Actually, $150 per week is it's one of those 1 bedroom apartments, and it's a small apartment. And I mean, at $200 per week, I mean, you can find something in Curtin Street. I'll show you guys this. Curtin Street, $200 per week. That little room there. Ooh, $200 per week. I promise you, excellent. There's a big difference. As Jesus Christ says, there's a big difference between the cockroach place over there in Canberra and Curtin Street. And one's fucking $150 per week and another one's fucking $200 per week. Oh, how the fuck did I get those numbers anyway? For fuck's sake, yeah? I was living with cockroaches for a bit. I get myself out of that position very quickly. I'll learn something along the way. I learned how it is to live with cockroaches, for fuck's sake. And fucking 23 cockroaches, and around 23 cockroaches fucking at night time fucking walking around me, man. For fuck's sake. And always fucking these cockroaches around town. I understand? The fucking cockroaches everywhere on the fucking floor over there, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. And a little bit. Anyway, so all I gotta do now is move on. I understand, $3,000. So $3,000. That's 15 people. Probably 15 people. And that'll be it. I'll probably get that money now. I'll throw it straight away into Bonnering, man. I'll throw it straight into Bonnering. All I do is, all I do at first is I get the money. I hold the money for a bit. And I just wait. I never wait, but I'll be patient. I'll be patient for 2 weeks. And why? Why for 2 weeks? The thing is, I go and fucking book it right away. And I make the musicians come on a day to get their money. It's all in the fucking go, mate. It's all the go. As soon as I make $3,000, I book the event at Bonnering. At $2,000. I get the free promotion on Bonnering tag. I get the free promotion, and what I do with this promotion is I put some musicians, I give them a voucher to get musicians, and I'll give them all like $200 each on the day, and that'll be it. Of course, everything else they can work for bakshish, which is they can work for themselves or making music. But, all they do is play music. They play music the crowd wants and they make money, and that's it. What else now? I understand that. And $200 per ticket to see me, mate. First they give me money. First they have to give me money, mate. It's $200 per ticket. And featuring Danny with the Voyage for 1 hour. Maybe that way. Actually, then I make a fucking $28,000 within the next month, mate. Actually, within the next month? Yeah, I say yeah. So within the next month, depending on today. I mean, depending on today, bro. For sure. So Jesus Christ says, I made it anyway. I made it because guess what? I just had to fucking make $3,000 to make I had to make $3,000 to make $28,000. I mean, that's it. I mean, oh, I'm very close. Oh, I congratulate you, brother. I'm $3,000 away from $28,000. Well, thank you very much. I'm learning something new now. I'm learning my numbers, bro. I'm learning these numbers. Oh, I want to write this down. I want to write down these numbers, man. I was just going to say this. I'm $3,000 away from $28,000. I mean, I'm looking at my old school dad's photo and I'm showing him those messages. And the funniest thing, yeah? I'm funny. I'm the word I only. Now look at it that way. Do I pull up my pants? Nah. I say nah. But guess what? I'll over this way. Ooh. See, now I'm learning something good. I'm learning that I'm racking up those numbers quickly, man. Because they never even realize this, man. Because they never realize what I can do, man. And that's excellent for me. Because now I'm learning something great, man. I'm learning how $3,000 turns into $28,000 without the bank's fucking money. I mean, without having the bank's money, I'm learning something even bigger now that the bank, because I never fucking need the bank at all. I fucking never need their money at all, man. I never fucking need the money. I rack up fucking real estate units just for borrowing and Serbian rents all my life. So yes, I never fucking need the bank's money at all, man. I mean, whoa, when they teach you to go to the bank to get money, man. I mean, guess what? I mean, you can, but guess what? I never fucking need the bank's money at all. I never need to go bank to borrow money to make fucking real estate. I just fucking make it for the people. I make it for people and I make 1 hour events, and these 1 hour events get me real estate. 1 hour events, man. I mean, 1 hour public speaking speech every fucking month. Or does they have to come and watch me? Oh. See what I did the ante, man. A little bit. But guess what? Porsche, that's how it is, man. Making a big progress, man. Porsche, God's watching me today. Porsche, God's watching Daniel Voyage today. Porsche, guess what? Porsche, I understand God saying that He has to watch me today. Thank you. But He has to watch this event because He wants to watch how I do. Porsche, it's very exciting for God today. A little bit. Porsche, it's because I have my word I especially, but everything is equal. Everything is equal. I realize that everything in terms of life that I have is more now. I have more and more and more. And now since I have more, I understand that all I do with the money here at Bonnering, I say I make full capacity event and it's a sellout always. I found the opportunity. I have the money now from Bonnering events just before my biological mother. And just before I see her at the event every year. I have $28,000 with my biological mother and more. Russia. Then I just go and cruise a bit. I give her all this money and we go together somewhere. And guess what? I let her be for a bit. But that's a dream come true for me to have $28,000 and more while being with my mother, in terms of my biological mother. And she gets to enjoy myself. I mean, she gets to enjoy me and her son who has money now. And we're just fucking one event. I mean, it's really one event. I mean, it's one event at a time, isn't it? I mean, it's always one event, isn't it? I mean, it's just one life. Oh, see, it's one moment in time, each. That's how you measure time, man. I mean, how many days are you living this life? It's all one day, man. I mean, you just came here one day, yeah? mean, you're just here for one day. This is all fucking one day. I mean, imagine one day, man. I mean, this whole life is one day. I mean, how long did Jesus Christ live this world? I mean, one day only. Or 1 second. I mean, just 1 second of this lifetime, man. In real time. I mean, 1 second is this lifetime. In real time. I promise you. So, guess what? A little bit that way. Actually, the amazing thing about life is now that I'm very in excitement today. I'm in excitement today to do life, mate. I'll rush you now to bring the portable speaker with me at the front door. Say ooh, say nah, and move on, mate. Actually, guess what? I can put on some music in front of it, and guess what? I say nah. I say, guess what? I mean, why not? And why not bring some music and play some music on the door here? But guess what? I mean, it's an indoor area. I mean, it's an indoor area. And what I do is, I understand something. I just move on. I mean, what does Jesus Christ do? I mean, Jesus Christ says to get the portable speaker, and what? I said to get the portable speaker, but Jesus Christ says, what does Jesus Christ do is what I'm saying. I mean, Jesus Christ says, let it be. I mean, just go over there and just enjoy. That's it. I mean, let's just do I, man. Let's just do I for today. Leave it that way. I can make these events quickly. And guess what? I mean, on the day over here, where I have more people side by side working with me as musicians, they're my employees on the day. They're my employees. They're my real employees. I can see a new faction over here. But guess what? At the door, I stand at the door, mate. I collect all the tickets. I collect all the money on the day. Well, guess what? They see me for 1 hour. They see me for 1 hour, man. But they see me at the entry. I say, thank you. I make sure I'll be at the door to collect the money, man. Say, ooh, I learned something. Actually, while they're playing the music, I'm at the front entry. I say, $200, man. But this is a cash door event. Just door. Tickets at the door. I said, Jesus Christ can see this. Actually, I know just it. I say, yeah. I say, yeah. Yeah, I see they're saying, yeah, my peach. I say, yeah, my tongue. Yeah. I say, yeah. See, the funniest thing, man. Actually, every single day, guess what? Now other people can understand. I charge them $200 to see me. And the funniest thing is that I make $3,000. I make $28,000 from $3,000, mate. And how's that possible? Because guess what? I have tax breaks all the way. I have tax breaks all the way as well. And I never have to file that for tax until tax returns comes. But I never even fucking go to tax returns. I won't. And all I do with the money is I just fucking push it into real estate real quickly. Push it into real estate really quickly without their notice. And without telling them. And guess what? I go to the bank, I say, I have this real estate here. How do you make money? I make money through events and business. I see they say, no worries. No worry. I say, pay money. I say, no worries. I say, anyway. I say, anyway, what I do is I move up, yeah? I move up and guess what? I can see something now. I can see 15 people today make my day, mate. I see 15 people today make my day. And more. For sure, around 15 people. For sure, I'm the 16th one. And that makes my day too. So, around 16 people today make my day without my biological parents. Bless I. Thank you very much. See, Jesus Christ is blessing me today. I'm just love you this way. I just love you. Guess what? By default, I make sure that no matter what, that the fourth. What Jesus Christ would do with the phone lap and stuff like that. Jesus Christ says, let it be on the lap, man. Let it be on the lap from this time. Let it be this way. If the whole phone falls, for fuck's sake, I'm just getting a new one, man. I just get a new phone. But guess what? Now, depending on the money here,
I have to at least make, let's say, around $5,000 a day. I have to make at least $5,000. And $5,000 can get me a DJ deck, and it can get me a new phone, and it can get me events, or it can get me an events, a buttering, and the musicians, and business cards, and also accommodation, and food and drink, and transport. Bro, that's my next month, man. Bro, that's from this month to next month. I'll move on. And more. I have more than that. Bro, that's more than enough for me. Bro, and then on the day, I have another chance. Here to fucking boom. But guess what? I understand that the 9 to 5 job, I can make $3,000 now at a 9 to 5 job. I have no worries, man. I can go to a 9 to 5 job to make $3,000 to make 28 grand. But now I fucking have a purpose. I ask Jesus Christ to see. I can make $3,000 at 9 to 5 job. I have a higher purpose now. Now I can go 9 to 5 job when I can make $28,000 from that. 3,000. I have no worries now. I have no worries to work 9 to 5 job for a bit. But what they fucking offer you at the 9 to 5 job is to work for that money that they give you, and that's it. When they never give you another higher price or anything. They never give you a higher deal. You have to find the higher deal yourself. Now I have a purpose to go to 9 to 5 job specifically to do this, but I want to stay away from the 9 to 5 job for now. But if this never works out for me, I learned something big, man. I learned something big anyway. Roshu, if this never works out for me, Roshu, guess what I do? Instead of running across the world, I'll go fucking straight to 9 to 5. I'll go straight to the fucking 9 to 5 job. I'll make $3,000. I'll go fucking bothering, mate. I'll make that fucking first event, regardless. What I say, up yours. I say, up yours. I say, working like a waiter. I'm a waiter. I'm a waiter. Yeah. But guess what? I'm gonna show you all that. I work. I save the money, man. I save the money. They're never chasing me from this point. I save the money. What does Bobby Kiyosaki says? He says, savers are for losers. Really? Really? Say, really? It savers are for loser. It says, never save money. Say, really? For fuck's sake, man. What the fuck's he on about? It's a fucking mile off, isn't it? Guess what? I love Bobby Kiyosaki. Say $3,000. I'm no way. I need to make $28,000. Or is it really $28,000? Probably around that money. I'm pretty sure it's around that money, man. Say $3,000. I see. Let's just say max 300 capacity. But guess what? Probably no. Probably it can be more than that. But let's have a look. See, 60,000 for fuck's sake. I'll charge you more at the door this time. I'll make $60,000 with $3,000. I'll say fuck. So yes. So look at this. That's the best. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I say that's the best gamble and sports bet I've ever done in my life. I say, ooh, this is a multi-flex, man. This is one of those multi-flex with fucking 15 teams with fucking resultat. And here and there, fucking some kind of favorites. You place on a multi-flex and you place $1. You place $1 and you fucking win, man. What you fucking know? I made the fucking money. It's one of those fucking flukes, man. For sure, although this one, this never fucking fluke. I can repeat this shit, man. For sure, I'm better than shit, man. I can see those fucking idiots. They fucking put 15 teams, fucking $1 on it. Really? They're trying to get lucky, man. I mean, fucking, they lose on the first goal. They're fucking in excitement for a bit. They're a bit excited. I mean, now some happiness here. And they fucking have this and they're fucking showing everybody. And they're fucking showing people for 10 hours. This fucking flexi bet. They fucking lose on the first goal. And for fuck's sake. They fucking lost more than $1 now. Then they say they just also they say just and they say they just lost $1. Really? Really? For fuck's sake, I mean, they're unaware of their time, man. They're unaware of how they're managing time here. See, my biological dinner auntie is laughing, man. See, 10 hours fucking showing people, huh? Come on, man. I mean, for every $3,000, I make $60,000. For every $3,000, I make. I mean, for every $3,000, I make $60,000. I'll let it be that way. I make it bigger. I'll let it be that way. I make $60,000 now. I have to go very soon. I make $60,000 every year. I make $60,000. I make $60,000 for every $3,000. I'm pondering. Getting musicians while giving $2,000 for the event while giving a 1 hour speech. I'll do better on this, man. I give a 1 hour speech. I make $60,000. I make 1 hour speech. I make $60,000 in 1 hour speech, man. I'll do it that way. But that's a dream come true, huh? Or so that's something that I can live on. I can live on that for fucking. Ooh, I can live on that for 3 years, man. I can live on that for 3 years, mate, and more. But guess what? I can see that, so I'll write that down. Because that's how it is, man. I mean, 20,000 a year. I mean, I give around $20,000 a year to live life. That's around. That's around 3 years, man. Let's have a look at it here. I give $20,000 per year and more to live life. See a crossover here with the numbers, man. But that's 3 years only. That's my life, man. So, what Jesus Christ says, that's something where there's some kind of attraction here. That if I went and said that, Jesus Christ says, oh, I see it. That means somebody can kill me, man. That's a crossover with numbers, man. Why is that? Because 3 years where I may give $20,000 per year and more to live life. Now, guess what? If it's just without the word more here, then it says, I give $20,000 per year to live life. Per 3 years. Then Jesus Christ says, this is what you're giving, yeah? I'm giving. Jesus Christ says, you never lose here. I never lose, yeah? I never lose. The number. See the number crossover? But I'm giving, yeah? I'm giving. I'm giving more than that. Jesus Christ says, I understand what you mean, But it's more how I felt that the numbers over here, if you cross over numbers, that somehow it results in a death or something. Where Jesus Christ says, nah. Actually, nah. Where Jesus Christ says it results in a death with other people if you owe them money. Which if you owe them money specifically, that's where it crosses over. And that's where it crosses over with other people, mate. Which if you owe them a certain amount of money, they come after you and they kill you, mate. Which that's how it is, mate. I've seen that in the movies, man. I've seen those people fucking chasing people for the money to kill them, mate. Russia, although, guess what? Russia, they'll be that way. Russia, I mean, what are the chances? Let's have a look now. I actually just to see this. I mean, the chances for 15 people to show up to my event with to have 16 people at my event is 100%. But then, for the next 40 people, is another 100% and more. Russia, so for the first 51 people here, I have 100% possibility. And Jesus Christ says, it is. I mean, it is the fraction of 100%. For the first 51 people, yeah, and we're looking at the first 51 people to come to my event, yeah. I made the money already, but what I need is at least 15 people, there's 16 people at my event, to make up the part of never going to 9-to-5 job for 1 month. And now 1 month 9-to-5 job makes $3,000. I'm doing better than that. So 1 month, I say I can make $3,000 at 9 to 5 job to make $60,000. Which now, on the day, I realized that's all cash in hand. But guess what I do? I have one fucking plastic bag that I just saved. I collect it with my hands, I put it in my fucking bag. Put it in my shoulder bag, mate. Put $60,000 in my shoulder bag, mate. I fucking walk away with the money, mate. Which, yeah. That bag can fit $60,000. I mean, where do I put the $60,000? Put it right in the bank, and the bank never fucking cares about it. Which the bank never cares if you put $60,000 in the bank, man. When they might ask you where'd you get it, I mean, just say, oh, I have a business. Or should I say, are you doing tax returns? I'll say, yeah. I say, in 1 year to do tax returns for me. Say, in 1 year time. Say, in 1 year. I never do tax returns. I never fucking do tax returns. Or that's the goal. Or should never fucking do tax returns. We never fucking go to do tax returns, but go get the money and put in real estate instead. And they're never going to teach you that. They're never teaching you that, man. I taught myself more real estate than anybody else, man. I promise you. Grant Cardone and Robert Kiyosaki gave me more real estate ideas than anybody else. But at first they gave me more ideas than anybody else. But I taught myself all those ideas and more. They never taught me the ideas. I taught myself those ideas. Mate. I mean, how? I spoke their language. I spoke the words of that in terms of what they understand. And that's it. Actually now, I see this, man. I see $25 an hour. And I want to see this. I see $25 per hour. I see $3,000. So divided by $25 per hour is 120 hours. Divided by. I never divide by. I go dividing by 8. So that's 15 days work. I mean, 15 days work. I mean, that's around $25 an hour. I mean, guess what? I mean, that's an estimate. That's an estimate, mate. I mean, $25 an hour means I make in 15 days of work, or 9 to 5, or 2 weeks. My money's worth, mate. To go and give that to make $60,000, and to make $60,000 a project. I understand. I never go. I mean, after this event, I never go to Mackay. I never go to these places unless I have over $50,000. I mean, I understand that. I promise you, before my events with my biological mother, I promise you, I'm just making events all the way through. I'm making events all the way through, and what else? For sure, depending on what's happening now, I'm making all the events happen. For sure, if today at Mounties is some kind of fail with money, which is a plastic, I'll make sure I go to a 9 to 5 job, I get the money, and go borrowing. Boom. I throw it into another area, mate. And then, this has to be a fucking success, because why? I have musicians, I have other people. For sure, if they let me down, for sure, if they let me down, for sure, they let the musicians down too. For sure, really. For sure, guess what? For sure, musicians can make more money. And they can make more money on the day. For sure, yeah. For sure, it is. But the thing is that less people are likely to reject you if you have a team of 10 with you making an event than a team of 1. I mean, why is that? For sure. Ask Jesus Christ. See, Jesus Christ says that if you have more people with you, then there's more likelihood of success here. I mean, look at the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. I mean, what's better? I mean, is it better for Jesus Christ to just have Jesus Christ teaching the Bible, or the 12 disciples with Jesus Christ? I mean, the 12 disciples with Jesus Christ, yeah? So, do you see how Jesus Christ is more successful here? Whereas now, because I have musicians over here with me at Bunnering, I'm probably sure people are going to say, nah, I mean, it's a fucking real event. But if they see just Danny Milivojevic, then they say, oh, I mean, yes, it's interesting, but they may never be curious about me. But some, yeah, probably some, yeah, and some no. But if they see 5-6 musicians over here, I get the Tubachi and fucking shit, I get all these fucking people who make a celebration. Oh, I invest some money here and there. Probably now they're saying, oh, with the little puppies. I mean, they fucking love this, mate. They fucking love this, mate. Where's Danny? I fucking love Danny, man. They all fucking love Danny now. They fucking love Danny. I mean, every fucking one of them. Because why? I mean, because one guy over there loves a Tubach over there. And that's why they fucking love me too. And the other guy fucking loves the drum guy. And this woman loves this guy because she wants to have sex with him. But she loves me too because of that. Understand? And they all fucking come to give money because this other woman wants to have sex with this one. So she gives me $200 to do this. Oh, do you understand? It's the funniest thing, man. For sure, now I understand that no matter what, the more people you have with you personally, the more successful you are. So have a team. I mean, you have to have a team, and that's what Denmark says, and that's what Jesus Christ says as well. You have to have a team beside you to make more money. So what were my failures for this event over here in marketing over here in terms of this event today that I'm having? I mean, the failures of this event is that it's just I. It's just I. But really, in other ways, I can have employees, but I can have musicians at the event. I can make a Serbian event with musicians. Yeah, I can imagine this scenario where I can make a Serbian event, a man is here, and 100 people. Whew, I mean, what happens here, man? I see people curious about this. They're very curious about this, but guess what? I mean, look at the time over here. We're like, oh, they never come. They never come, and why is that? Because it's unfamiliar to them about this one. It's so unfamiliar to them that they believe it's some kind of, let's say, party, but they say, no, I've never went there. They're afraid to go there. They're so afraid. I can see this. But Bunnering, they're so familiar with Bunnering that they want to come. I mean, that means go where people are familiar with the times, mate. I mean, go where it's trending for them to go. And never go somewhere else where they never fucking go. I mean, Serbian people here, I mean, if you're fucking making a parade if you're making a parade of Serbian people at Ayers Rock, in the middle of Australia, and they live in Sydney, which they never come to you. I mean, they never give a fuck about Ayers Rock parade in Serbia. Over there in terms of Serbian fucking parade in Ayers Rock. When they fucking live in Sydney. Because they have no fucking money to get there. What is that? Russia, they go where it's closer to them. I mean, target where it's closer to them. And target the events they go to. When target events they go to, and give money up front to make those events and get other people alongside with you at the events that they want to see. So what does that mean? I mean, that means that your crowd that you grew up with is the way forward. Roshi, your crowd is the way forward in terms of the people you grew up with, is the people you have to make around the events around them. You have to make events around them because you have this whole knowledge base of the crowd you grew up with. And that's the gateway, really, into the $1 million. Roshi, if you go another way, Roshi, there is other ways. Roshi, there is other ways to make millions of dollars. But your crowd also is one of the best ways to make money, mate. Roshi, it's one of the best ways to make money, and it's people that you grew up with, and they're in the area somewhere, I promise you. And what happens is that you can go to a certain place and make the event at the doors $200 and get some musicians around town, and they can fucking come and see you, mate. You give a 1 hour speech, but you make 60 grand on a day, and you give $500 each to your musicians or whatever. And guess what, Proshi? Then make them happier. I mean, make them really happy with the money, and then say, hey, I mean, do you want to come with me to this place? I'll give you $500 to get there and $500 to play at the event. Or should I say, fuck yeah? But give them more money. I mean, give them more money and they're happier. I mean, the more money you give them, the better. I mean, if you start off giving them $500, then never give them $200 after. I mean, never ever give them $200 once you gave them $500. But I mean, listen to me. I mean, give them $1,000 instead of $200. I mean, so never ever go back on the money. I mean, never go back on the money you gave them. So if you want to keep that band or 5 people with you, then say, hey, I mean, you guys have to come with me because this time I'll give you $1,000 instead of $500. I mean, imagine me telling them, hey, I mean, this time you guys have to come with me to Serbia because this time I'll give you $200 instead of $500. I mean, oh, I wish they never fucking care about you, man. But if I say, come to me with Serbia this time, and I'll give you $2,000 instead of $500. Whereas now they're keen, yeah? I mean, even if I said, hey, I mean, come to me with Serbia, and I'll give you $600 instead of $500. Whereas they're still keen. They're still keen for me to come. And they're still keen for the world to go with me in my word eye. In my word eye. Whereas it's more they're keen for me rather than me keen for them. Whereas they're keen for me because I'm giving them more money, yeah? Whereas although to keep customers and to keep these people going, I mean, target their audience and target where they go. And then once you target where they go, they give money for those events and invite musicians and people that they recognize to the event. From this point, charge the most you can at the door. And if they never show up to this event, probably it's because they never have money, mate. I'm pretty sure these certain people, they give me $200 a month. Probably they can afford it, mate. I'm pretty sure they can afford it somehow. Somehow they can afford it, and they see 1 month, even prior to the events, they can see it's $200. I mean, they have no worries because they have fucking 3 weeks or 4 weeks to get the money. They have fucking no worries, mate. Now 1 week, 1 week prior to the event, they can fucking borrow money from somebody else to give you money, bro. There's no worry. I mean, you can see, brothers and sisters, that there is no fucking worries, mate. Or else, what else? I mean, make sure that they are advertising you on the actual business account and their Instagram is very important. To have some promotions like that. Roshi Borrowing can only promote me on their fucking Instagram. Roshi, that's it. I mean, that's the only promotion, mate. And on the website, Roshi, on the website, there may be some kind of promotion on the website of Borrowing. But let's have a look. I mean, let's have a look. Do they have an actual website, mate? I mean, does Borrowing have an actual website, venue, and stuff like that to hold, mate? Let's see, Bonnering. Is it Bonnering Sports Club? Watch now. We have a Facebook page, and they can promote you on Facebook page, and they can promote you on Instagram. Whereas all that, do they have a website though? See, I see Bonnering Sports Club have a LinkedIn page as well. See, I see they can promote you on social media. Say website. I'll just say website. I want to see this kind of information, but I'm learning about informational tactics over here. I'm learning that the bank only ever wants your tax returns from tax agent, but if you never get the tax returns, then guess what happens? Somehow, somewhere along the lines, somebody comes up to you and asks you, how'd you get the money? Or the police may come up to you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is where they come up to you and say, how'd you get the money? I mean, how do you have all this money in your pocket? I mean, because it's in the bank, yeah? It's in the bank, and that's what Robert Kiyosaki was doing. That's what Robert Kiyosaki was doing. And what did the bank do? I mean, what did the bank do to Robert Kiyosaki? I mean, they took away his money, mate. I mean, thieves, mate. I mean, they say it's no longer your money. He fucking made the money. He fucking made the money. I mean, guess what? From that point, he went to gold, mate. He starts putting all his money into gold, mate, instead of the bank. You never keep the money in the bank, man. And they're saying because they know. I mean, they never want you to have $50 trillion in your bank account, because guess what happens? I mean, then you fucking have all this power with money, man, over them. And guess what they do? I mean, they just rob you from that money, and they rob you from the money, and guess what happens? I mean, then nothing. I mean, you have to go legal action over here, but they already took your money anyway. And then guess what? There's no chance you win because they have all the money in the world. I mean, if you want to go against the banks and government in a local court case, they always go against you. Everybody there goes against you. I love that. Although, guess what? You're doing better than that. I mean, you're doing better than everything I said. Guess what? I mean, every single day, just focus on understanding this. Now, the idea here is, I'm showing you something. If you go and give a lawsuit case toward the government for their actions and to the banks, the banks and governments is working against you, yeah, and they have all the money in the world, man. Because of all the printing of money. They're printing all the money, mate. They say, hey, we'll give you, I mean, they said to the judge, I mean, we'll give you $10 million, mate. I mean, just fucking put him in prison for 25 years. I mean, yeah. I mean, the more you fucking try to do this to them, the more they want to put you in jail. Totally, mate. Yeah. And the guy puts you in jail just for the money. He gets the money to do it. Yeah. The bank's giving fucking money. So here's $25 million. I mean, just put this guy aside, mate. Huh. What do you say? We never fucking try to lawsuit the banks. We never try to lawsuit the government, mate. I mean, they believe they own everything, mate. I mean, they say. For sure, though, guess what? For sure, it's more how it is, mate. For sure, that you have to believe that you own everything that is the word I only. For sure, they're missing the word I. For sure, they have no word I, mate. I see it. But guess what? For sure, from that point, just learn something. I mean, learn to just become something greater. And I see Bonnering has a new website over here. But what is this over here? I see this is a Facebook page. So this is a recent one they're doing. I mean, they're doing some kind of photographs over here. I'm making sure anyway that what I want to do. Yeah, just grow it, man. I grow differently. I see they're promoting some people over here. I see exactly how it is, man. And I see the Bonnering Sports Club over there is playing with the actual soccer and stuff. So I see it's just a regular night over there. I see they're promoting other people as well. And they're showing people who is coming to the events and what's happening, mate. See, on Saturday and Friday night, they have regular events over there now. Move on, mate. Roshi, now guess what? Roshi, the thing is, they have a Facebook page and a website. But this is a nice, beautiful website over here. We have a website. This is a function center. And what's on? The Bonnering Sports Club. And now they have a website over here. Now, I mean, they have a function center over here. There's more info on that. And there's more info on what's on as well. I'll go and see all this nice and beautiful stuff over here because this is very helpful. I see they have a BSC playgroup. What does that have? Bonnering Live. Well, they can put me on the website too. I can see that now. See, you have a Team Jazz martial arts group coming on Wednesdays. I see that's Sydney woman over there. See, they have Saturday night football over there. And they have Saturday night football. And that's at the Bonnering Stadium, and that's the Bonnering team, mate. I mean, this is the Bonnering. See, this is the new Bonnering team right here. I see these are new people, mate. I can see straight away how these guys are, man. I can see how good they are. I can see how much they market themselves. I'll show you guys to see this. I see how much these guys market themselves with business and Instagram and everything they have, man. See, I recognize him. See, although, guess what? I mean, guess what? I understand that right there. Russia, although, I can see these guys. I could say, guess what? I mean, they can understand this. Understand something about this now. Russia, they can do exactly what I do. Russia, they can do exactly as I do. But guess what? I realize now, Russia, good luck. Russia, everybody can do what I do. But guess what? Russia, the thing. Russia, the thing is, I spark the intrusion here for other people to come and do what I do. I inspire people this way. Russia, Jesus Christ says that they heard you this way. When they heard you, they heard the fucking gateway, mate. Russia, that's the best thing, isn't it? Russia, Jesus Christ says, Russia, it's the best thing you could do. I understand straight away. I understand straight away what these people can do in life. Russia now, Jesus Christ says, from this point, Russia, these people are unaware. But otherwise, Russia, Jesus Christ says, then they become aware. Russia, Jesus Christ says, they become aware. Russia, Jesus Christ says, Russia, they never even hear you. Russia, they can never hear you. Russia, they have to find the word I on their own, yeah? Russia, these people, Russia, so far, Russia, have no word I. Russia, that's the difference. Russia, and I understand that. So, well, guess what, Russia, now, guess what, Russia, that is honest. And that's honest, yeah? I ask Jesus Christ. Russia, Jesus Christ can see this. Russia, that's something where I said they have no word I. Russia, although Jesus Christ says, I can see that. I can actually see through the word I here. Russia, that's it. Russia, that's how you can tell straight away. Russia, anyway, what I do is I have some events coming up. I just want to do much better, and I just upload this content to do better.